Now, Blackpool Music School is celebrating a special milestone this year. It's 15 years old and has been going from strength to strength. Well, here to tell us more is John Shaw, its founder. John, thank you very much for talking to us.
I'm very happy to be on the show, actually, and thank you very much for having me.
Why did you decide to start the school up all those years ago?
Well, what it was, I'd had a spinal operation, and my mother-in-law actually inspired me to use music therapy. And I ended up in a wheelchair for 8 months, and I fought like hell to get out of it. And I was told by the surgeons that I would never walk again, which wasn't a very nice thing to hear.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I am such a determined person, and I don't take no for an answer.
Good on you.
In anything that I do. And there's always a way around things. And so I learned how to handle it in lots of ways, you know. So what I found was the music actually helped me with my pain. And so I was sat outside one day with my next door neighbour, having a bit of a glass of wine and what have you. And I thought, you know, something's got to be done. I've got to do something. So I came up with an idea of setting up a music school with disabled people. That's where it all started. But previous to that, I'd actually been going into the college to learn how to play a keyboard. But the problem I had was, because I was in a wheelchair, it was very difficult to take a keyboard with you. So with the experience, basically, because the college had closed down, and I was getting bored, and I was getting quite upset. And I thought, I've got to do something. And with me having like 3 businesses previously, I had an idea of how to set a business up. And so it really started from there. And my first port of call was Blackpool Council. And they moved me to the CVS, Council of Voluntary Services in Blackpool.
Yeah.
And I met up with a guy and told him what I wanted to do. And unbeknown to me, he was the actual lottery coordinator for Blackpool.
Oh, that's lucky, isn't it?
Well, everything I've more or less touched, and this isn't a word about it's all gone okay.
You're a lucky charm, aren't you?
Well, actually, yeah, I am, because when we started in 2006, we moved into a building in 2011, which really was absolutely shambles. It was really bad. And so with the help of the community, I went round everybody, builders associated, and I got 48 different companies donated nearly £40,000 of materials in order to turn it around. And it's very funny. I think about it most days. And when I go in there and I sit there on my own with nobody in the building, I thought, the boy's done good, you know, really. And so what I did was I put a suit on and I had a briefcase and I went around 48 different companies and all that. And then we've more or less put into Blackpool about 370,000. Since January 2006.
When it comes to music, I guess it's fair to say that things have changed, haven't they, over the years?
They've changed immensely. We're now we work with disabled people. Obviously, that's our first priority. But then we've actually going into group sessions, whereas the music is such a big therapy for these people. And we work from the age of 7 right up to 97, right the way across the board, you know.
Wow, yeah.
A moment in time, I think it's roughly, I spoke to my manager today, and she said that 77 students online receiving music tuition in group therapy and on one-to-ones as well.
How have you found it then? I mean, obviously with the pandemic, it's changed everything. How have you found making that transition to online?
Well, in February of last year, previous to that, many years ago, my sister, who actually teaches in India, it's a schooling, and she asked me if I would like to take the school into India online, you see.
Right,
So
okay.
it frightened me. It did that. And
Why
I
did it
knew full
frighten
well.
you?
Because I've never done anything like that before. I mean, don't
Right.
forget, I am 72 years of age now.
Age
So
is just a number, John.
I know, okay, you're right there. Tell me about it. So basically, but that was always in my mind. And when the pandemic came in, within 24 hours, we were shut down. And so I had a very massive meeting with the tutors, which I've got 11 of. And we had a meeting with a trustee, everybody, and I put the idea to it, and all the hands were up there. And within 2 weeks, I had it all transferred over into Skype and Zoom. Basically.
So you're fully used to it now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, the third lockdown now. There's no way. We've been doing it all the time now, and the problem I had was my constitution wouldn't allow me to actually go out and about beyond basically Blackpool. But I have a very nice young lady who actually sorted the charity out for me,
Right.
and I took it back to her, and she says, "Of course you can. It's written up." So basically, we've had inquiries from Russia.
Yeah.
We've had inquiries from the UK, around the UK. But at the moment in time, we just want to concentrate on the locals and look after the locals, because the locals have looked after me.
Absolutely.
And without their support, the school wouldn't be here today.
Of course.
At the end of the day.
Well, before you go, John, if people want to find out more, where can they go?
Well, if they want to go onto our website, basically it's www. and it's blackpoolmusicschool.org.
Yeah.
Okay, and they can find everything on there. And we do all instruments, vocals, and the complete lot,
Fantastic.
Otherwise, they can actually ring on 01253 695 398 and leave a message. But we can cover any sort of instruments at all as well,
Lovely.
And we've got some of the fantastic tutors that supported us for the last 15 years. I've still got 2 or 3 people that's with me since the first day I started.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. That's John Shaw, founder of a Blackpool Music School.